Nobody can really get you through what you're going through except for you and the good man above, okay?
You know I only want you straight up. Ever since the day I met you, girl.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a girl talk, and in this girl talk, we are going to be talking about something very different, I would say. This is something that not a lot of people like to talk about straightforwardly to other people, and also something that not a lot of people like to talk about in general. We're going to be talking about dealing with anxiety and depression. I personally have dealt with both, which is why I'm credible to speak on this, because why would I just speak on something I know nothing about? So dealing with anxiety and depression are both very difficult things to do, which is why I decided to make a video on it, because I am still trying to find tactics and tips and tricks to deal with my anxiety and depression. Now, I don't deal with depression like just on a consistent basis. If you do deal with depression like consistently throughout the day, throughout the year, throughout your life, you might need like more help than you think you do. I deal with depression like seasonally. Like in the winter, I get so depressed, and it's really over just the weather changing, but it's not about the weather changing. It's like about things that go on in my life, and I just make it's weird. Okay, it's just weird. Seasonal depression is a thing though. Okay, wrote all of my things in my little journal here, as you've seen in my last video if you watched it. If you didn't, go watch it. Things like, you know, just shit. But over here I have all of my tips. I have 7 of them, so we're going to speak about each of them in depth, and I'm going to just give you guys the raw advice when dealing with this stuff, because this stuff is not easy to deal with at all, and it's honestly something that people say just get over, and it's really like how your mind is wired to work in a way. You just cannot get over it. Like, it's just not something that you can just leap over. It's not. Okay, so that's why I'm here to help you. Let me stop talking. Let's go. Okay. All right. First tip I have is don't beat yourself up over things you cannot change. And I also wrote like in parentheses after each tip like which does lean more towards like anxiety or depression. For this, I put that it leans more towards depression, because you can really put yourself in a really bad place if you continue to try to change things that you know you personally cannot change by yourself. Trying to keep everyone happy. Me, I'm a Libra, okay, so I like shit to be balanced, and I just hate when like I'm in a situation and I hate when somebody's upset over something that I think that I can fix, and it's just like, I don't know, it just changes the balance of my life. I just like shit to be balanced. But really, number one is like really important. Trying not to beat yourself up over things that you cannot change. There's stuff that goes on in life that really was not meant for you to try to control. If you cannot keep everybody happy, that's fine. That's not your problem. That's not, at a certain point you have to realize that it's not your job to try to keep everybody happy. If somebody wants to be upset about something and you've tried your best to try to get them to, you know, cheer up, not even cheer up, but like just not be upset about whatever they're upset about, then you can't do any more, you know what I mean? So putting yourself in a depressed state over that is very unhealthy and something that you should not do. Blaming yourself also goes hand in hand with this tip. Blaming yourself for everything is so toxic. I'm telling you, like, do not, if something happens, if something goes wrong in your life, it's really, really easy to just blame yourself and think that, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have done that, I should have did this better, I should have done that better, I should have been there for her or him, and this wouldn't have happened. But honestly, it was gonna happen anyway. Tip number 2, focus on what's happening right now at this moment, not next week, not last year. This has more to do with anxiety rather than depression, because I feel like, well, anxiety is, the definition of anxiety is constant worry or fear of basically the future, honestly, because I was reading this book, and it's called, what is it called? I don't know. I had it in my last video though. It's the book that I'm reading right now, and basically he talks about focusing on the now and how focusing too much on the future and what's going to happen is what causes anxiety, because you worry too much about what isn't even real, like an illusion. The future is an illusion, the past is an illusion. Now, right now, what's happening right now, me talking to you right now, you watching this right now, is happening right now, and that's the only thing that's happening right now. Yeah, tomorrow you might have to worry, yeah, you have to take steps in order for things to not happen, but you thinking too hard about it and you like focusing too much about an illusion is going to give you anxiety. The third tip I have is reading self-help books or watching motivational videos. If you're not one who likes to read, I personally loved to read as a child, and it kind of like got like a little low when I got older because I just didn't like it as much. But I am trying to get back into the groove of reading. I actually do like to read more than I used to be able to. But if you're not a person who likes to read, watching motivational videos really does help you get in a better mood. If you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling sad, just watching a motivational ass video on YouTube or like a good movie on Netflix or something like that it really helps lift your mood more than you think. So if you're just feeling depressed, or if you're feeling like, I don't know, like you just feel hopeless about life and hopeless about what's to come, then just get motivation from somewhere. You know, don't just stay in your little sob ass circle and just be comfortable there. Get out of that, because being in there too long is not good at all, and it will put you in a worse state. So get out of that. Watch motivational videos, read self-help books, you know, just try to get out of the state that you're in as best as you can, because I know, trust me girl, I know, or boy, I know it's hard to do. All right, the fourth tip I have: spend time with people who make you happy. Loneliness will fuck you up, and this has to do with both anxiety and depression. Loneliness, let me tell y'all, loneliness is really like, is like depression's best friend, okay? Because if you're feeling lonely and you're just never around people who you love, or people who support you, or just people in general, if you're honestly, humans need people. So if you're just always locked up in your room or in your house, you're gonna go crazy. Like, that's just factual. You're going to go crazy, you're going to be depressed, you're going to be lonely, and you're gonna feel weird. You know, you're not gonna feel like a normal person because you're not always being active around people who you need to be active around. You know what I'm saying? Spend time with your friends. Maybe like text your friend and be like, hey, can we go do this, go do that, you know, go to your favorite place with your man if you got a man, or if you got a girl, text your girl like, hey, let's go out, like I need something to do, I'm feeling a little lonely. And this happens to me a lot. I get lonely like really quick. Like I would be sitting in my room and then like I would text my friend like, what you doing, or like call my friends and be like, hey girl, what's up, you know, just having a conversation with your friend can really lift your mood as well. So yeah, spend time with people, spend time with your family, go to the park, do something exciting, just get your mind off of that lonely state. You know what I mean? Out of that lonely state. So the fifth tip I have is don't play into your mind's tricks. Yes, this is like, what do you mean don't play into your mind's tricks? It's your mind. How are you going to like, you know, like not do that? Like it's your brain. It's what controls you. This is the thing. Don't let your mind control you. You control your mind. Now, an example of this would be me personally. I'm really terrified of bugs, creatures, things that are not human. I don't like you unless it's a dog. I really love dogs and I really want a dog. I want a dog so bad. So let's say there was a bug flying out of my room or something, right? A flying ant or some shit. I don't know, something wild. Okay, let's say it was all the way over there, right? I see it on the wall. I'm just like, oh my god, it's a bug. Oh my god. This is the thing my mind does to me. So I'm sitting here chilling, looking at the bug, watching its every move, and I just look away for a second, right? And then I feel a random ass sensation like it's a fucking bug on my skin. And it's really not a bug on your skin, but your mind wants you to think there's a bug on your skin because it knows you're afraid of bugs. That's me. I don't know if that like happens to everybody, or like I know the bug is nowhere near me, but like I feel random shit like you know, like just shit to scare me. So not playing into your mind's tricks like that is something that you have to kind of learn to do, because you kind of just have to talk to yourself and just be like, hey girl, like this is not happening. You're not about to have an anxiety attack. You're not about to, there's no bug on you. You know, you're okay. You're good. Look in the mirror and be like, you're good. All right, you're all right. You're good. And go back out there and do what you were doing and relax and chill. Okay. Tip number 6. Stop overthinking so much. It's most likely not that deep or your fault. This is also kind of related to like focusing on, or no, number 1, when I said don't beat yourself up over things you cannot control. this has a lot to do with it, because when you overthink, me personally, I overthink like hell. Like, this is really what anxiety is overthinking. And it's so annoying because it's like, you know that nothing's really wrong, but your brain wants something to be wrong so bad that it makes your ass just like go crazy, like worry. Like me, like, okay, this is an example for me. Let's say somebody's texting me and they don't text back immediately, and they said they were driving, right? And they don't text back, and I'm thinking like, oh my god, did they just get into an accident? Like, were they okay? Did something happen? Did somebody break into the house? Are they dead? Like, shit like that. Like, you know nothing's really wrong, but you don't know that nothing's really wrong at the same time. So you overthink on the part that you don't know, and you want to know what's going on. So, and then they text me, and I'm just like, you know. So yeah, stop overthinking about things that are not your fault, or you think it's your fault, but it's not your fault, sis. Okay, I can tell you that. Not even on what's going on, it's not your fault. Most likely, it might be, but most likely it is not your fault. The last tip I have is something that's the most important thing, the most important thing. If you don't take anything from this video, take this, okay? Unless you don't believe in God, then you can't really take it. But take something related to it, okay? Pray daily. I mean, like, every day. You like laying in my bed, like, just like this, and I'd be like, Lord, like, just talk to him, you know what I mean? Pray daily. And this is what I wrote for that tip. God will be your one and only person who understands what you're going through and can get you through it. I promise. Even as bad as you want, I can't get you through what's going on. Your mom can't get you through what's going on. Your daddy can't get you through what's going on. Your boyfriend, your cousin, your sister, your whatever. Nobody can really get you through what you're going through except for you and the good man above, okay? So pray to him, because he knows what you're going through, and all you need to do is ask for guidance, ask for help, say, hey, like, I need to know what I'm doing with my life. Please give me a sign, something, like, let me know, what am I doing? Why am I here? What's my purpose? Just things like that. Asking for little tips and advice from him is really like the best advice you can get. So yeah, I'm sorry for the loud noise in the back. That's my fan. It's really annoying. I'm sorry. I apologize once again. But like I said, you guys, it's all about, the fuck is my eye? It's all about just trying to deal with it, not really trying to erase it, because it's not, anxiety is not really something you can erase. There is no cure for anxiety or depression. Yes, you can take medication, but it's like, unless you really try to deal with it instead of push it away, then that's when you can actually say, hey, I've got this under control, you know? But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is super long, 18 minutes. I gotta edit this, wow. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. And if I helped you or gave you some type of good advice and you feel like you can take this and use it, let me know, so that I know that I've helped, so that I know that I'm useful, so that I know that I'm not a useless ass bitch. Thanks for watching, you guys, and have a great day. And like I said, nobody can get you through what you're going through except you and the good man above, okay? Bye.
I guess I hit you back up with a text tonight. You sliding in